things worked out enough for you to be on a show like Parks and Rec and then get onto an NFL field through Parks and Rec. You probably never thought Parks and Recreation would get you to the National Football League gridiron, but it did.
That was crazy. We went and shot a couple times at Lucas Oil Stadium, where the Colts play, and it was, I'd been to Wrigley many times and been on the grass a couple times during fan days, 1984 Jersey Day, where you got to line up and.
Now, hold on a minute before we move on from there. So, like Ryan Sandberg, Rick Sutcliffe, Nick Offerman, all in the same field at the same time at that point in time.
Briefly,
Andre Dawson
at great distance. I mean, I was allowed.
Yes.
I was allowed to approach Jody Davis and Keith Moreland, but Lee Smith was far away.
Yeah.
But even then, you remember seeing the immaculate beauty of the dirt of the infield and the grass of the outfield, but then being on the turf at Lucas Oil Stadium, it had such spring that we all felt, even those of us that have older knees, we were like, I think I could play pro ball.
So who went out there with you? Where were you on the field?
Well, our whole gang was out there, and a young fellow named Andrew Luck came to toss the pigskin around, and Reggie Wayne was there, and, as though it was all cool, and we got to play with all of them, and we had scenes tossing the ball around. But the funniest thing, Chris Pratt, the perennial superhero, like every season he would do something. First he would eat 18 slabs of ribs. He kept checking off the list of superhero attributes. So we get to an NFL field, and we're just screwing around between setups. And he sets up a ball on a tee and starts kicking 30-yard field goals, which looked pretty easy. And we said, let me take a swing at that. Yeah. None of us could even come close. So then he backed it up 10 yards and kept hitting them. There's a reason that he's become America's favorite superhero.
Yes, because he's Chris Pratt.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.